Was I wrong for not giving up my plane seat? I was on a 6-hour flight to Vegas and had just settled into the window seat I paid extra for. Right as I'm getting comfortable, a dad walks up and asks me to switch seats with him. He wants me to take his middle seat so he can sit with his family. I tell him no, politely, and explain I specifically paid for the seat because I had work to do. Immediately, his wife chimes in with, "Come on, we have kids. Families should sit together." But their kids were teenagers, and they weren't even in the same row. I tell them they could have booked seats together when buying the tickets. The dad's face turns red, and he hits me with, "What kind of person refuses to help a family?" The mom starts guilt tripping me, saying their kids will be traumatized if they're apart. Then their teenage daughter speaks up and says, "Dad, I don't care where I sit," which only makes him angrier. He starts accusing me of being selfish and unreasonable. A guy across the aisle offers a helpful suggestion, maybe ask someone else. But the dad refuses, saying I should just be decent. Then the mom offers me $20. I say no. She ups it to $30. Still no. Now other passengers are annoyed because we're holding up boarding. The dad suddenly accuses me of discriminating against families and threatens to report me to the airline. Someone mutters, "This is ridiculous." The mom pretends to cry and says this is ruining their vacation. Their son puts in headphones like he doesn't know them. Then the dad says he wants to speak to the pilot. A first class passenger walking by asks what's going on, and the dad gives him this sob story. The guy asks how old the kids are. When the dad says 16 and 17, the guy just shakes his head and walks off. Now furious, the dad tells me I must not have kids and wouldn't understand. I tell him that's none of his business and to return to his seat. Then the mom claims there's a medical situation and that's why they need to sit together. I ask what the condition is, and she stumbles, clearly bluffing. The dad accuses me of questioning their medical needs. By now, other passengers are telling them to sit down and stop causing a scene. Finally, a flight attendant shows up and asks what's going on. Before I can speak, the dad lies and says I'm refusing to help a family with small children. The attendant looks at the teens, who are half asleep with AirPods in, and just sighs. She checks their boarding passes and sees they're all scattered because they booked basic fares to save money. She explains that seat selection costs extra for a reason. The mom interrupts again, and another passenger says, "Lady, it's 2023. Everyone knows that." Now multiple people are yelling at the family to take their seats. The flight attendant asks if anyone wants to switch with them. No one volunteers. No surprise there. The dad demands she force me to move. She calmly says that's not how it works and that I paid for my seat. The mom cries louder, and the teenage daughter finally says, "Mom, you're embarrassing us. Can we just sit down?" Eventually, the family gives up and returns to their seats. The dad glares at me the entire flight, but honestly, I didn't care. I had work to do and a beautiful view from the window seat I paid for.